Etruscan Art, a history through form and function. Etruscan art, a fascinating synthesis of indigenous Italic traditions and influences from the wider Mediterranean world, particularly Greece and the Near East, presents a unique lens through which to understand this complex and enigmatic civilization. Flourishing from the 8th to the honest centuries BCE, primarily in what is now Tuscany, Lazio, and Umbria in Italy, Etruscan artistic production evolved through several distinct phases, each bearing witness to the changing fortunes, societal structures, and cultural interactions of the Etruscan people. The Villanovan period, c. 1100–700 BCE, genesis of a distinct identity. Though predating the conventional attribution of Etruscan identity, the Villanovan period lays the groundwork for later artistic developments. Primarily known for its distinctive funerary practices, the Villanovan culture produced simple, yet functional, pottery and bronze artifacts. Biconical urns, crafted from impasto clay and used to hold the cremated remains of the deceased, are perhaps the most characteristic objects of this era. These urns, often decorated with simple geometric patterns such as zigzags, meanders, and chevrons, reflect a focus on practical utility rather than elaborate ornamentation. Bronze fibulae, clasps, and razors, also decorated with rudimentary geometric motifs, were frequently included in burials and provide insights into the material culture of the period. The simplicity of Villanovan art suggests a relatively egalitarian social structure and a focus on practical needs. The gradual emergence of metalworking skills, particularly in bronze, foreshadows the Etruscans' later proficiency in this medium. The Orientalizing period, c. 700–600 BCE, embracing Mediterranean influences. The 7th century BCE marks a pivotal point in Etruscan artistic development. Increased trade and contact with cultures of the Eastern Mediterranean, particularly Phoenicia, Egypt, and Greece, resulted in a dramatic influx of new motifs, techniques, and materials. This period, aptly named the Orientalizing period, witnessed a burgeoning of wealth and social stratification, reflected in the lavish grave goods found in Etruscan tombs. Gold jewelry, like that discovered in the Regalini Galassi tomb at Cerveteri, stands as a testament to the Etruscans' adoption and adaptation of Eastern techniques. Elaborate gold fibulae, ornamented with granulation and filigree, display intricate depictions of animals and mythical creatures, reflecting the influence of Near Eastern iconography. The Regalini Galassi fibula, massive in scale and exquisitely detailed, is a prime example of this era's opulent aesthetic. Alongside jewelry, imported Egyptian faience and ivory objects became status symbols, further showcasing the Etruscans' participation in Mediterranean trade networks. Bucchero ware, a distinctive black pottery produced in Etruria, emerged as a prominent feature of this period. Its glossy black surface, achieved through a special firing process, mimicked the appearance of imported metal vessels, indicating both economic competition and artistic aspiration. Early Bucchero often features incised decorations, while later examples incorporate relief molding and applied figures, demonstrating increasing technical sophistication. The Russer pitcher, from Cerveteri, crafted from a lustrous, thin-walled Bucchero, exemplifies the period's mastery of this ceramic technique. The Archaic period, c. 600–480 BCE, defining an Etruscan style. Building upon the foundations laid in the Orientalizing period, the Archaic period witnessed the development of a distinctly Etruscan artistic style, characterized by a blend of Greek archaic forms and indigenous traditions. Tombs became increasingly elaborate, reflecting the consolidation of aristocratic power and the importance of funerary rituals. Painted terracotta, plaques used to decorate the walls of tombs, often depicting scenes of banquets, dancing, hunting, and mythological narratives, provide valuable insights into Etruscan beliefs and customs. These plaques, such as those found in the Boccanera tomb at Cerveteri, showcase the Etruscans' skill in modeling and painting terracotta and reveal their fascination with the afterlife. Sarcophagi, often featuring reclining figures of the deceased couple on the lid, became a prominent feature of Etruscan funerary art. The sarcophagus of the spouses from Cerveteri, now housed in the Louvre Museum, is a masterpiece of Etruscan terracotta sculpture. The life-size figures, depicted in a relaxed and intimate pose, convey a sense of vitality and affection. The stylized features, particularly the archaic smiles and almond-shaped eyes, reflect the influence of Greek art, while the intimate portrayal of the couple demonstrates a distinctly Etruscan sensibility. Large-scale terracotta sculptures were also used to decorate temples. The Apollo of Veii, a life-size terracotta statue created by the sculptor Volca, originally stood atop the Temple of Minerva at Veii. This dynamic and expressive figure, striding forward with outstretched arm, reflects the Etruscans' mastery of terracotta modeling and their adoption of Greek sculptural conventions. The Apollo of Veii showcases a unique blend of Greek archaic athleticism and Etruscan dynamism and expressiveness. The Classical period, c. 480–300 BCE. Adapting and assimilating Greek forms. The Classical period in Etruria coincided with the rise of Classical Greece. Etruscan art of this period reflects a deeper understanding and assimilation of Greek artistic principles, while still maintaining distinct Etruscan characteristics. The influence of Greek sculpture, particularly works by Phidias and Praxiteles, is evident in the increased naturalism and refinement of Etruscan art. Bronze mirrors, often decorated with engraved scenes from mythology, became increasingly popular during this period. The intricate engravings on the reverse of these mirrors, depicting scenes of gods, heroes, and daily life, offer valuable insights into Etruscan beliefs and cultural values. The mirror with Calchas consulting the liver, for example, depicts the famous seer interpreting the future based on the entrails of a sacrificed animal, highlighting the Etruscans' deep interest in divination. Voltairean urns, carved from local alabaster or tufa, became a common feature of Etruscan tombs. These urns, often decorated with relief carvings depicting scenes of funerary processions, battles, and mythological narratives, provide valuable insights into Etruscan beliefs about death and the afterlife. The urn with the departure of the warriors, for example, illustrates a scene of Etruscan warriors preparing for battle, showcasing their military prowess and sense of civic duty. The Hellenistic period, c. 300–100 BCE. Decline and Romanization. The Hellenistic period marks a period of political decline for the Etruscans, as their territory was gradually absorbed by the expanding Roman Republic. Etruscan art of this period reflects a growing Roman influence, as well as a heightened emphasis on realism and emotional expression. Portraiture became increasingly popular, reflecting the Roman interest in individual likeness. Bronze portrait busts, such as the Brutus, though its identification as an Etruscan portrait is debated, it exemplifies the style. Depict individuals with realistic features and expressive faces, showcasing the Etruscans' mastery of bronze casting and their interest in capturing individual personalities. Sarcophagi of this period become more elaborate, often decorated with elaborate relief carvings and inscriptions. The sarcophagus of Larth Tetnes and Thenchville Tarnai, from Tarquinia for example, features a life-size reclining couple, adorned with elaborate jewelry, reflecting the wealth and status of the deceased. The naturalistic features and individualized expressions of the figures reveal the influence of Hellenistic artistic trends. The gradual Romanization of Etruria led to the eventual decline of Etruscan artistic production. By the Unnist century BCE, Etruscan art had largely been assimilated into the broader Roman artistic tradition. However, the Etruscan legacy continued to exert a subtle influence on Roman art, particularly in the areas of portraiture, architecture, and religious practices. In conclusion, Etruscan art offers a captivating glimpse into a vibrant and complex civilization that served as a crucial bridge between the ancient cultures of the Mediterranean world. From the simple geometric patterns of Villanovan urns to the elaborate terracotta sculptures and refined bronze works of the later periods, Etruscan art reflects a unique blend of indigenous traditions and foreign influences, showcasing the Etruscans' artistic ingenuity and cultural dynamism. While ultimately absorbed by the Roman Republic, the Etruscan artistic legacy left an indelible mark on the artistic landscape of ancient Italy, contributing to the rich and diverse cultural heritage of the region.